James, the lunatic Mark McGowan has caused havoc in WA by yet again locking down when the clear evidence from the US, we'll talk about it later, is that lockdowns are not the solution to COVID and may do more harm than good. Rita.
Well, it's clear now that more than a year into this pandemic, premiers like Mark McGowan have learned absolutely nothing. And their only solution to any outbreak, no matter how small, is a completely disproportionate, destructive response. They every time go for the nuclear option. And they don't want to look at New South Wales, look at the gold standard, look how you can take the bulk of overseas arrivals, carry the highest risk, and still keep your state safe by sound contact tracing. They want to lock down entire cities or entire states over a couple of cases. I mean, this madness in WA, including the outdoor mask mandate for Perth and the Peel region, is bonkers. Peel region's got some of the best beaches in the country, probably the world. And today, you will be breaking the law if you're walking along a deserted beach in the Peel region without a mask. I mean, what are we? These bedwetting premiers need to look at the evidence, look at the best example, and stop destroying their own cities and states by these reckless policies.
James, why are Anzac celebrations, which are also outdoors, being cancelled in these left-wing states?
Yeah, well, I think you've almost answered the question in the asking of it, Rowan. You know, we have seen throughout this pandemic that lefty premiers and lefty governors in the U.S. and across the world have used the quote-unquote science to also go after things that they're not really all that big a fan of. And one of those things, frankly, has always been Anzac Day. You know, from the very beginning, for decades now, the left has had a problem with Anzac Day. You know, the play, the old One Day of the Year, they always said it glorifies all those horrible things, you know, like mateship and sacrifice and courage and even worse, masculinity. And so therefore it's something that they're not particularly comfortable with. And so, of course, you know, we've seen in Perth and Peel, no Anzac Day celebrations there. Rita, I know that in Melbourne, the Shrine of Remembrance has been fenced off, which has caused, I think, great outrage. But, you know, it's not just Anzac Day. Note that it's always churches and other institutions like that that the left is not a fan of, that are always the last ones to get their privileges back in this pandemic.